I lost count of the days I've been looking for the foxes. They think they have won this battle, but they don't know that I'm in every corner and in the shadows, and I will not allow them to do any more damage in my life. God bless everyone. It is good to be back, and I have a very interesting message that I want to share in this moment. And at this time, I want to read you in Song of Songs 2, verse 15. And it says like this: "Catch for us the foxes, the little foxes that ruin the vineyards, our vineyards that are in bloom." Now, this book, Songs of Songs, is a book of poetry, of love, of being in love and in having, a boyfriend, girlfriend situation, of two people, of marriage, you could say of many things. But it grabbed my attention, this verse, because all of a sudden it speaks about foxes. And it says, catch the foxes, the little foxes, because they're trying to attack and destroy the vineyard. I'm not much of a farmer or someone who works in a garden, but a vineyard, you have to take time, you have to put effort, you have to sacrifice to make sure it has everything it requires, the water, good soil, every little detail for the end result of a good product, as beautiful flowers, beautiful plants, just a vineyard that has everything that you have prepared for. I titled this message, Catch the Foxes, because maybe, like I said, we're not in that situation that we are in charge of a vineyard, but we are in charge of our own lives. And let me tell you, there are foxes everywhere. Now, it's very curious, because as the way we are as humans, we think highly of ourselves. I mean, if you don't think highly of yourselves, you have to ask yourself, what are you doing? But when you look at yourself, you think, I know this, I can do that, I'm capable of this. They're just normal thoughts of a human. But let me tell you, there are little foxes that are all around us that are trying to destroy something very valuable, and that is our identity, the purpose that God has put in us. And this is for everyone. God has a purpose for every single person. Even if we don't believe in Him, He has a purpose for us. Even if we offend Him, even if we don't want nothing to do with Him, but He has a purpose. And when we give Him the opportunity, when we give our life to Him so He can use us, only then we'll know it. It's very interesting because there are little foxes, and when we see little problems, those are the little foxes, the little problems, little things, and we try to shake it off and pay no attention to it. It's crazy because we like the chance to see a big fox, a big problem, a big situation. There we see that we love to engage in those things because it's easier for us to grab, it's easier for us to fight, but at the same time it makes us suffer. So why do we wait till those little foxes grow up to be a big fox and then try to wrestle with it? This verse says pay attention to the little foxes, because the little foxes, as small as they are, they're quick, they're swift. They hide in spots that you can't see, so you have to be very wide awake and alert to any of that. It says catch them because they're the ones that destroy more. And I am telling you something that we need to understand, the value that God puts in us. Thanks to Jesus who died for us on the cross, He gives us value. He gives us an identity. He gives us a purpose to live. And those foxes, for example, a little lie that we can tell, a half lie, a white lie, even if it's a half lie, it's still a lie. Things that we do maybe unconsciously, we don't think about it, but we do it, that ends up messing us up. Things that we think is fine, that nobody knows, that becomes a bigger problem in our lives, in our family, in our marriages, in everything that's part of us. So the message is be alert, because there are foxes around that are trying to destroy the vineyard. God has worked hard to make you the person that you are. And you have put the effort to say, God, teach me, I want to learn. But when those little foxes come, there are moments that you don't understand what's happening. How did they get this far? Why wasn't I more attentive? Because the little foxes start to destroy. And you have no idea. So you got a big old fox in front of you. And then by that moment, you don't have the strength to hunt them. You don't have the strength to catch them. So this is the moment to be alert and say, I need to start catching the little foxes. Work and study your life. Examine yourself for a moment and says, these are the little problems that is going on in my life. I need to talk with God. I need to involve God in my plans and say, God, help me get rid of these foxes. Catch these little foxes so that I can be good with you. So my friends, everyone that's listening, let's start now. Let's start catching these foxes so we can enjoy a moment of life, a pure life that God has given us, and live it to the max. My friends, I preach to you, catch the foxes. Amen. Never trust yourself, because outside there's a hunter on the lookout for your faith.
Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. We are Tu Voz es Mi Voz.